And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Bortles. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Fights through, and now a crease. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you get off the touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, guys, check me out.
Mariota now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first down throw for Mariota. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On first down, Bortles steps away to his left. This one complete to Charles Sims. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The give is to Jones. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Denoris Cersei.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And caught left side, Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
The pitch to Henry. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Spread left, spread left, spread left.
On play action, it's Bortles. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They begin with Henry. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Derrick Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Steps away. And it's a rolling over. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Mariota being chased out left. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Bortles now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And Blake has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And this is caught by Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Bortles going to go on 4th down. That's complete right around the 8. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota dancing to his left. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota out to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Third and long here for Mariota. On the move to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. To throw Mariota. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Mariota now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run for it with Anderson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Always got some breathing room.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mariota rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
Well, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, let's go. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Over the middle to Evans. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Omaha. Check. Green 80.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Steps away. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Carolina will kick this one off. Number 10, back to return.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Bortles again. That's just his... And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mario Addison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bortles. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut in now to that deficit. So a big play coming now for the Bucks as they'll go for 2. Again, it's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing is Mariota. Screenplay, Anderson. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Bortles going to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. We got 3, we got 3.
First down, here's the run with Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Mariota. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
And that is incomplete here. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. To throw is Bortles. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Bortles to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Bortles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Bortles. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. He's back to throw, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota here to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.